Yo, Koro, I didn't know you into your cousin like that. Like, damn, Koro. Like, I guess he likes mature women. He's into mature women. He's drawn to mature women, which is very interesting. But, yo, cousin, yo, man. Then yet again, I have to be respectful because if you don't know, in some countries, it's okay to get giddy with your cousin. Just not over here because, we have our own line of culture that we like to call. But anyways, you're looking at Rika. I'm looking at her. And I'm like, yeah, she has a pretty face, but god dang, she is skinny. Like, holy crap! It's like you literally see the rib cage and the bone structure. Like, god damn, like there's a balance, people. There is a balance. And this balance is not set. I'm sorry, it's not. It's just, oh, this pretty face, but that body. This is like this, okay? It's like just snap it off. I don't break this is my favorite straw, but just break. Oh my gosh. Oh. Anyways, we're going to some past events on the difference between how Saki visits the cousin and how Koroko sees the cousin. Well, starting off with Saki, she freaks the fuck out and immediately goes away. I'm sorry, Koro, but despite how much you like mature women and how much you like them, and they say they're not good for you, man. They just ball out. One, they're crazy like a cousin, or two, they just bail. They ain't got your back. They ain't no ride and die kind of people, man. They ain't. She bailed, man. She went there. She freaks out too much. When you really think about it, it's very interesting how Rika took a job of being within the police department when she's scared of everything. If you're scared of a sick girl despite her presence and you can't chill, that's bad for a cop. The fact that you freak out so easily for a cop is ridiculous. You're joining the police force, you gotta have thick skin. You gotta have nerves of steel, you know? But you freak out every little thing, you make me wonder, yo, man, don't shoot me, okay? Oh shit, that's good. No, I don't. Bam, bam, I'm dead. That's how it is. It makes no sense. Like, how did you become a cop without the way you get startled so easily by things? That's all I've been seeing in this series so far, seeing her easily getting startled. Off that topic, so we learn more about Rika. Turns out she wasn't really sick. It was a disguise. They were actually running tests on her. Turns out she also had the same process that Cora went through, and because of that, they were doing tests on her. And when the tests were done, and they decided to get rid of her, she had nowhere else to go. So that's when Koro called our best girl, Kodako. And then the conversation. The conversation. Let's all see. When he's imagining housework, I don't know why, but when he visions a very mature woman doing his housework, it really turns him on. We was picturing his cousin doing his housework, all the stuff you see a housewife doing. That got him going, so he called his current girlfriend. But then he imagines his actual girlfriend, Coco, doing his stuff, and she's so immature and pushy about it. And I guess he's irritated, the bath scene, and then sleeping together with the pillow saying yes, and then she's just shoving the food down his throat. Like, oh my god. And he's like, oh man, just kill me already. Oh, that's right, I can't die. Like, oh, you poor you. So it has me going how, and even when she first sees Rika, like, she's not a match for you. And he like, I completely agree. But the girl doesn't suit you. Why? Because she's not his kind of flavor. But once again, opposites attracts, That's all I'm saying. Because I feel like the girls that will be for Koro's preferences, they're not going to work out for him. But someone like Coco will be just good for him, He'll need someone that's optimistic someone that's very kind of immature and clingy at the same time. You don't need that, because you gotta offer something different to the table for a relationship to grow. It's not just about love, but it's contribute. You know, it's really perseverance. But what the heck do I know? Well, anyways, it was just finding it hilarious, the entire situation. So they're in the car and she's talking to her about it, and the question is why she's doing it. So they kind of figure out that Rika was behind it because of the paintings, the wiki page, and they were actually getting pretty well together. She was living with Kodako the entire time. And they're having fun, talking to each other, just hanging out, even celebrating each other's birthdays. So the fact that Kodako is a better girl because she freaking was able to get along with his family, put in some effort. Freaking Rika didn't bother any of this. She was just interested in Kodako. I mean, Koru. Koru, and that was it. She didn't bother to do any other kind of form of progress. So the more of this story and their backstory really peels open, I'm like, yo, Saki, were you really a good fiance in the first place? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I guess Carl just really wanted to date someone, marry someone of his preference, but it just didn't work out. And I'm kind of glad he didn't. Just, come on, man. The girl didn't get tried to chance to meet your family. Like, God damn. Come on, man. You gotta meet the family. Because originally that's what marriage was about. It was supposed to be the union of families. Originally, marriage wasn't really about love and stuff when it first was created. It was, like I said, union of families coming together. Mostly nobles, kingdoms, and stuff like that. We adopted it, and as time went on, people became selfish, put their own rules to it. And so as time went on, marriage became something completely different from the true meaning of what it is. So originally, marriage has nothing to do with love. That's why I say again. It's like signing a contract. Why do you think you signed that paper, man? Why do you think you signed that paper? Makes some sense. Now, anyways. Now, how to defeat this girl now? Because she pretty much does the same thing, but even though she can do the same thing as Koru, doesn't mean they can do every future that's laid out for them. They can only do the future that's up to their skills and possibility. So if one of the futures is like, oh, you gotta do this, all this trendy stuff, but you don't know how to do it, you can't do it. So I guess the more you sharpen your skills, the better you become at certain things, the more possibilities will open up to you. So at the end of the day, he is still like a normal human because you could say that, but you could still have more opportunity because you're seeing that future nonetheless. However, Rika, you totally see she has a weaker body, obviously, and she believes that she can probably, if she's experimenting, she can obviously go somewhere even more with this ghost, and that's what she wants to see. Where can she go with this? And with a ghost, there's no laws. Well, I guess there's laws, but there's no human laws. So when it comes to seeing the future by using your own your physical being, there's limitations. But how many limitations are there as a ghost? If she does all her handiwork through a ghost, she wants to see how far she can go, especially with the power of the internet. She has the majority vote of the people by the crazy shit she writes. Everybody knows when you write crazy stuff on Twitter or whatever, people will come there and quickly follow you. Compared to someone who will tell the truth. Because people who usually don't do that, you tell the truth always comes out last before fiction. It really sucks it happens. Now it's up to Kodako to write her own fiction, her own lies. Turn this fiction to fact. And that's the only way to beat her. The question is how. Apparently, Kodako has a way to do it. So I wonder what kind of crazy things she's going to come up with. It's the real question. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm kind of hoping they kind of they stop with the Steel case. Not to say, it's been going on for kind of long. Hell, Darn's game finished their freaking game, and I'm glad about that. So I want to see how much longer we have of Steel Lady Nanase. Because even people in the comment section are saying, yo, when is it going to end? When are we going to move on to something else? But apparently the first volume of the novel is completely all about this. So I appreciate that they're adapting it really well. So I at least gotta give them props for that. And speaking of that, turns out that this is a Crunchyroll original. So this show probably won't have been animated if it wasn't for Crunchyroll. So I gotta tip my hats off to Crunchyroll for supporting this, producing this anime. I guess they're not just taking donations just to give to Japanese animators. They're also producing the anime as well for Japanese animators to do. And I gotta say, good job. And since they're doing even more Crunchyroll originals, I guess they want to do more than just Japanese literature. They also want to do other countries such as Korea, probably some Hispanic places as well, like Mexico or Puerto Rico, because I know some good Hispanic webcomics are really good, by the way. Well, anyway, so I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I can't wait to see what happens next. And if you like my content, if you like what I do, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrownxox on Anime, signing out.